Hi, welcome to Sunshine Secret of OC. I'm your host, Lisa Husher. Today we're going to dive into the energies and messages that move, inspire, make us cry sometimes, make us laugh, hopefully. So sit back and relax, and let's see what divine messages come through today. Today I have a celebrity jeweler, Shant of Bloomfield. So elegant. Thank you so much for coming and joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Now, we talked just briefly on the phone because I was so excited just to introduce myself. Yes. And you are a fellow creative.
Yes.
I want to say a fellow intuitive.
That
right?
Too.
And I am so fascinated with your work. And I really am interested in you sharing with us how you use your intuitive ability to come up with all these amazing creative designs that you do. For how many years have you been doing this for?
It's been 29 years.
Oh, okay, I was going to say you're just a baby. 29?
Yeah.
So you started when you were 10?
19 years old.
Oh, okay. Wow, so you were young. How did you even get started at 19?
So my family, my brothers were in the industry. Mm-hmm. I have 4 older brothers. I'm the youngest of 5.
Okay.
So that's how I got into it. Believe it or not, my dad wasn't into it, but my brothers were. My dad was in fashion. He was a fashion designer in clothing.
Okay.
I guess we got it from there.
Yeah.
But I dove into it right at 19 years old, out of high school.
Now, are you an artist? Do you draw or how?
I do. So I direct all my designs. I don't sit on the bench anymore like I used to. I'm busy with a lot of other things these days. So I have my crew of designers, jewelers, goldsmiths, setters, and everything's manufactured here in Los Angeles, actually.
That's great.
So we do everything American made.
How do you direct then if you're not, so you have to
because
share?
I used to. So I started off as a diamond setter.
Okay.
When I was 15, 16 years old in the summertime with my brothers.
Wow. And what does that entail?
To set the diamonds on those beautiful rings that you wear.
Okay, but how do you actually do that?
How do you do it? So depending on what it is, so there's different types of setting which I've done classes on this. I've taught a lot of stores when we sold to a lot of stores around the country. Diamond setting is not one style. Diamond setting comes in many, many ways. It's not even 2 or 3 styles. Each style of diamond setting is basically cost different because of the time. So there's preset that are more of the commercial goods, which I don't really use unless we need to or because of a budget reason and things like that. In general, I never do that. We do, the U pave, the French pave. It's all different styles, of course. One day I'll show you all this.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. You don't just take a diamond and
No,
put
because
it in,
like I said, most of the stores in the States, I hate to say this, it's all prefabricated stuff. Prongs are all there. When we're doing something, I'm giving a plain piece of band, and they're carving out every part of it to make the little U's or the little French pavés on it.
When did you discover that you had this intuitive, creative ability to be able to see the designs did you see them in your head and then draw them, or how did you
And a lot of designs come to me from the other things.
Okay.
So one of them that I remember, I've seen a clock, a beautiful clock, and we made that into a ring.
That's
just
cool.
Because of the way it was shaped. This was on one of my trips, on a business trip to Atlanta in the airport. Random.
Inspired by
that.
It
just inspired by me. Then I love buildings. I love doors. So when I go to Italy or when I go to Greece, I do a lot of I take a lot of photos.
So those are ways that you come up with these really unique pieces. But as far as when and I know you had said that, for a long time you did do engagement rings and that kind of thing. But when you're doing, since you do all custom work.
Correct.
When you meet with your customer for the first time and you have that creative, intuitive ability and they're trying to describe to you, I want this, how do you connect with that person energetically and feel oh, they're gonna want this cut, or they're gonna how do you?
In general, I'm like that as a person.
Okay.
Outside of work as well. So yes, I listen a lot, and I've in 29 years you'll learn mostly now because for about 25 years of my life in the jewelry industry, I sold to stores. So you were selling to someone that knows jewelry. Today, and about for 5 years now, I've been dealing with the consumer. even though I'm by appointment only, I'm not open to the public. I'm dealing with the consumer. I'm having much more fun. One, I don't only make engagement rings. Two, I listen to these random ideas, and you can see all this work on my Instagram page that a lot of the custom stuff, besides the engagement rings, you'll see something in that piece that represents them or the person they bought it for. If that makes sense.
No, it totally makes sense.
Yeah.
So it really is like an intimate thing. So you
Definitely.
right? Because
Definitely.
you have to know, you have to connect with them. And like you said, I mean, you're already a great listener, but you have to really, it's because it's something they have forever.
That's true.
You know, so
Jewelry is something they have forever. I'm actually going to do a video for this reason. You know, people go out, spend so much money on weddings.
Right.
They go spend, you know, $50,000, $30,000 on flowers that go away in 10 hours max. And this ring, and then sometimes they get like worried about to spend a little more on the ring or not, or the piece, whatever it is. And I want to actually talk about that. And every time I do this with customers, they change their mind, and not because I want to sell a higher end piece or higher price point piece. It's just, it could be made better, just like going back to how it's set, how it's assembled.
You know what? That is such a good, I don't know why I'm thinking of this, but just because I'm an intuitive, so like I think of random things sometimes. But you know what? I really actually love that. And so when my mom passed, I got her, well, this is one of the pieces that I got from her. This is a Scorpio.
Oh,
She's a Scorpio. I'm a Taurus.
that's
and
what my daughter is.
A Scorpio?
Yes.
When's her birthday?
October 23rd.
Oh, okay. My mom's was the 27th.
There you go.
So, and this will get real hot when I wear
My
it.
mother-in-law's 27.
Oh dear, we'll talk about that later. But point being is, and I got her ring, and I got some things, but because that was the most important to me, and not because of the value of the jewelry. I could care less.
Exactly.
But because she wore it, and you know, this is good. This is from the 70s, and this is good gold. But like with the diamonds and stuff, and her jewelry, because it was good quality and it stayed in good shape, I can have that forever.
There you
You
go.
know, all those other things, like, you know, her clothes and things like that, you know, they get after time, right? They
Yes.
start disintegrating and things get, but there is no like wear on jewelry. Like it stays,
Depends how it's made.
if
At
it's
the end
made
of the
well.
day, yes.
But kind of like what you were saying is, for people that are not just getting married, or they want to develop a creative piece of jewelry for someone, it's a legacy. It's something they have forever, and they can pass to their kids.
Correct.
Like I got my stuff. So
That looks beautiful. I want to take a look later.
yeah, I mean, I wear it every day, and she wore it every day. So I mean, it's got to be really old. So I mean, I guess it's decent shape. But yeah. So anyway, so that I love that you take that into effect. You know that, you know what? Hey, it's
have
important.
to, because I do custom. That's the main reason I chose custom when I went on my own and opened my own boutique, compared to working at my brother's. It just feels better just to do different things, and each one has a different meaning. When we sold to stores, I don't know the meaning. I don't know who it's for. You know, when we're on the wholesale side.
Right.
Now I feel every little bit of every part of their wedding. Even like, you know, they'll call me, hey, do you know florist? Do you know planner? Do you know this? So like, I get involved pretty much, mostly when it's an engagement ring.
Yeah, because
or
they
a
trust
wedding
you.
band. Yes.
And you've gotten a chance to get to know them. Probably more like that process when you're designing a piece of jewelry versus like, I'm just going to throw this out, like flowers or food. I mean, they try the food, they choose the menu, they look at the flowers, right? They choose the flowers, but are they going back multiple times to talk to the florist, like 50, right? But they go back to you.
Correct.
You know, and so you're establishing this
And then they're gonna, you know, when their kid's born, they're gonna buy something for the kid.
right. A gold spoon? Or I don't know. I don't know. That's
We
just
do
a
little
joke.
gold pins for
Like
babies.
they're born with a golden spoon in their mouth.
There you go. Could be.
You know, or like, yeah. What other kinds of things that people design for baby showers and that kind of thing?
A lot of pins, depending
Oh.
on the culture too. In our culture, they use a lot of pins depending on the person. Some have crosses on them, some have eyes on them, some have, you know, random things. Again, we make that custom as well. They're
Okay.
ready ones, but we make it custom.
So you mean like a pendant, or
Like
like
a, you know,
pendant?
like a needle pin, like that
Yeah.
closes kind of.
Oh,
One of those, so
interesting.
you can put it on their bed. You can put it on their shirts,
Okay, I never thought about that. I love that. They could put it on their backpack,
on their backpack.
like an evil eye. What is it? Like be, you know, keep the
If you
the
believe
evil
in it,
away,
yes.
or whatever. Or don't need to have an evil eye because I've created a white light around me, and I just kind of like that evil stuff bounces off, so I don't have to.
There you go.
I don't have to do any kind of weird
stuff to get rid of things, right?
no,
Exactly.
any special prayer. I'm
Same
just
here.
like, you know what? They ain't coming because they're gonna have to, deal with me. But no. So what happened with so when you started your own business?
Correct.
What happened with the brothers then? Did they
One is still in the business. One's retired. They're much older than me.
Okay, I forgot. Yeah,
So,
you're the baby.
I'm the baby. One's retired. Two of them do different businesses
Okay,
now.
so are you so you're the one that's really
I'm pretty
taken
much
over.
the only one very active in it at this moment.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Our episode was brought to you by Libra Lash and Lip. So you've moved out of you still do the engagement, you still do the wedding, and you do
Yes.
the custom.
Yes.
What about, have you ever thought of any other types of, I don't know if you necessarily, I guess they're jewelry, but anything else that's sort of innovative or creative that you would design using the.
Well, I love music.
Okay, because I feel like there could be.
So music's my first love.
Oh, it's your first love. Okay.
Before
Interesting.
anything in my life, until I had my daughter and my wife, of course.
Of course.
So I've done what I can to mix those two, jewelry and music. So
'Cause I feel that,
and my
okay.
collection's coming out very soon, which has to
Rock
do with a
star.
vinyl record.
Well, okay.
It has to do with different instruments.
Oh my God, I'm so excited right
Yeah,
now.
I actually the way this collection started, believe it or not, it was kind of because of Miley Cyrus.
What?
Because when her song "Flowers" came out a couple of years ago, so I've made her pieces in the past.
Okay.
But the last one I made was when the song came out, and I listened to it. I listened to music on my earphones because I want to hear every part of the music. I want to hear the drums, the guitar, and all that. And you usually don't hear it when you're out at a market or on your radio or whatever. It starts off with the needle. You can hear the sound of a needle.
Oh, interesting.
And then the song starts. So as soon as I heard that, I was laying down. It's almost like I was dreaming, but I was
Right.
awake. So as soon
like
as
a
I
out-of-body
heard that,
kinda,
I said, okay, I had known that I'm going to make her something new for this album,
Yeah.
but I didn't know what it was going to be.
Right.
So as soon as I heard that, I said, it's going to be a vinyl record, and it's going to have these diamonds on it. It's going to have this bail on it. Everything. This is what I mean by directing. So all that came, and then I gave all my input to my CAD guy, which is the actual designer on CAD CAM, and we brought it to life. And you can see that as well on my Instagram.
Oh my gosh, I'm
So
gonna.
that's how it came about. It's not like I said, okay, I'm going to do a record collection. It just, I did one. I said, okay, this is very me. And I'm going to go with it.
And not only is it you, but like you're designing it for her. So it's like,
Correct.
How cool is that? It's like a partnership there. You were
Correct.
inspired, and so do you work with other musicians then? I could see
I
you.
do.
Okay.
I do. I'm going to be doing something for one of my favorite bands soon.
Can you tell us who or?
I can.
And can we get, okay.
I can. There's a few.
Okay.
One's called the Mars Volta.
Okay.
And these are just things that I do on my own. I gift them because the love I have for their music, I just want to
Yeah.
give that for that reason, if that
Yeah,
makes
of
sense.
course.
You know?
Yeah.
I've been talking to Fantagram. I don't know if you know them. I'll probably be making them something soon.
Okay.
But I did a Kabaka pyramid about
Oh,
a year and a
cool.
half ago. If you don't know him, he won the best reggae album of the year last year
Okay.
in reggae. And
love reggae
he's a
music.
producer. He's a friend now too, he's a real good guy. And I met him through another friend of mine that I've made few pieces for. He's also a rapper named Armin.
Cool.
I don't know if you've heard of him.
You know, you said something. I just, before you walked in, before we sat down, I actually was just talking about that. I feel, well, I know that part of our life's purpose, our soul purpose, is to not only is to share our gifts, first of all, and also is to serve others and to contribute. And I feel like what you just said, not only are you using your gifts that you have and you're in alignment, but like that you gifted it. You're like, these are my gifts. This is my talent.
Correct.
I'm giving this to you, and they're passing that
Because
on.
imagine how
Yes.
good they've made you feel
Right.
from their music.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I am so happy to hear of this because, like I said, I was just like, I don't know, 5 minutes ago talking about that's, when you're in alignment because you don't have the feeling of, you're not in scarcity mode. You're in a joy, love, giving, receiving, and that's who you are.
All about love.
Yeah, it is.
I wish everyone can say this and do it. That's what I'm about.
Yeah, and that's
And that's why I'm happy that I'm in a business of love when it comes to the engagement side.
That's
of
just
course.
such a
Either engagement or music or whatever it is. At the end of the day, it's about love. If, when I sell a piece for Valentine's Day, that's super special. At least for me, it's my anniversary. So.
Oh, now when you got married or when you got engaged?
No, when we got together.
Oh, when you got
23 years
together.
ago. Our wedding anniversary was yesterday, actually. We just celebrated 18 years yesterday.
Oh, happy anniversary. How did you guys meet?
Through mutual friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was it love at first sight?
Pretty much.
And then how long did you guys... Now, did you make her then?
Did I what?
Did you make her the...
Engagement ring?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. And how did you come up with it? Did you...
I kind of felt, because she was around me before we got engaged. She's been to the shows with me. She's seen a lot of our designs out there. So just trying to... She actually liked 2-3 different rings, and I did a mix, of course.
Of course. That's what I was going to say. You listened to what she wanted,
Yes.
and then you kind of incorporated all her...
Yes.
Well,
Which I recommend for most guys to do.
Oh, okay.
Because we've made rings a lot of times over and over because the girl didn't like the ring. But I also like surprises, so...
I didn't even think
depends on
about
the
that because
person.
it's usually... Okay, because back in I don't know if it's still traditional that the guy comes in, or are they bringing the fiance and doing it together? Or are they just doing it?
Now they come in together.
Okay, because she wants what she
Yeah.
wants.
I don't know what the retail side was 20 years ago, 30 years ago,
Okay.
because I didn't do the retail side. But now a lot of the guys and girls come in together.
Okay, and who do you feel has the most input in that?
The girls always win.
Oh, okay. Do they try to okay, this sounds so awful, but do they push to go bigger?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's cool that now there's alternative ways if they have a certain budget to go bigger.
Okay.
Because they could go to labs.
What is that?
Lab-created diamonds.
Oh, okay.
Instead of natural diamonds. I mean, I love natural, don't get me wrong. I like to work with natural in general, but because of the times, and plus you have a lot of young people getting married. They can't afford, some of the natural for the size they want.
Right. Oh, I didn't know. So more people are doing that. What's
Yes.
the price difference between the two?
Big.
Oh, really?
Big. About 2 years ago, it wasn't as big. It was about 60% less. It's about 90% less now. It's much, much affordable. So you get a
Really?
$6,000 diamond or a $62,000 diamond.
Oh, I'm coming in. I just have to think about what I want now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then with the lab, you can do different colors, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course, they come in pinks, yellows, greens,
I like
blues.
Gold like a yellow.
Yellow gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a yellow, I don't know, what, like
Like a canary?
Yeah. Canary.
Canary or
Interesting.
vivid yellow.
Vivid yellow. Okay. Wonderful. Well, I didn't know that, so I'll have to connect with my husband and say, okay, we're
ready.
We're ready, because we've been married 14 years.
There you go.
Something like that. So I think it's time. It's time. So
I'll see you next week.
next week, yeah, I know. Did you already book me an appointment? Oh my gosh. So I am so grateful for you to come on today. It was so much fun, so exciting, and I love to be able to connect with, like I said, fellow people that are intuitive, and they use their intuition in their career, and also in your life, obviously. But I'm just grateful for you, and thank you for coming.
It was a pleasure. It was great meeting you, Lisa.
Yes.
And I have a surprise for you.
You do?
I do.
And you're already married, so I'm just kidding.
Here we go. So
I love
as soon as I get this going. So for Sunshine Secrets of OC, I have created something that you and I are going to be collaborating on.
Okay.
Okay. And if you could go to the left, you'll see another model.
That's incredible. Sorry.
Yeah. These are
I have to see if I can Can I do this? I'm wondering if we can we get this? That's beautiful.
And then obviously this is the start of it, as we talked not too long ago.
Oh my gosh.
Did you see the other one?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That really kind of, okay, I'm going to do this, but this really reminds me of kind of the stuff that I love with but that is absolutely gorgeous. And I feel like.
And this is just the start. This could become
amazing.
a big collection on its own with one design.
Absolutely gorgeous.
You can create about, 10 different versions of it with stones, without.
So we could do like this one, we could put a yellow.
Yes.
Like the canary, like the vivid. That's what I want to do.
They're going to have choices.
Okay. So they could pick their favorite or their
birthstone.
I was going to say birthstone. Mine's diamond.
Yeah.
I could just do a lab diamond.
You're not a cheap date.
I am not a cheap date. This kind of reminds me, I love, and I'm not good at, you're the creative one with the design stuff, but I really like the Art Deco period.
That's my favorite period.
That's my favorite
I
period.
just drew an Art
Are you
Deco
serious?
house yesterday for my daughter.
That's my favorite period.
Yeah.
It's like the Great Gatsby. It's like a wonderment time, and people dressed up and they cared about what they looked like, and everything was kind of old Hollywood. And
Vintagey.
That's
Vintage
what I love.
inspired. Okay,
let me just tell you, because you don't even know this, and we could just keep talking. But so this is going to make me emotional. So back in 2003, I never told you this, but I owned a store.
Okay.
And it was a vintage inspired store.
Oh, wow.
And it was named after my mom. So it was called Vivian Rose Vintage Inspired. So I had
Where was this?
This was in San Diego.
Oh, wow.
Downtown San Diego.
That's my daughter's name, by the way.
Vivian?
Yes.
Okay. This is too weird. Okay, so anyways, I owned, it's okay. So I owned the store, and I had the new clothing, but it was all inspired by the eras, and then also vintage clothing. And this piece, you're gonna have to pull it up again because I'm not Face ID. It reminds me of that.
There you go.
Oh, I love it. I'm so happy.
Well, you're gonna wear it soon.
I'm gonna wear it. So now, okay. So how long does it take before we log off here? We're gonna keep chatting. How long does it take to actually this is? So this is a rendering.
This here is a rendering, yes. Well,
it looks like an actual.
My renderings look very natural, yes.
Because I thought you were gonna pull it out of your pocket, but no, you're not gonna do that.
I wish it was not enough days. So it takes time
oh
to perfect this. So we would be making
I want this one too. I want the
it.
one that just to go. Okay.
You got it. We take our time.
Okay.
Making about 8 to 10 pieces first.
Okay.
Different sizes, different widths.
Okay.
And all that. And then that's when I come in, I pick.
Okay.
And we go on with that design.
Okay, well, I want them all. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. So, okay, when it's done, I will be wearing it.
Sounds
We
good.
will have a smaller, and then I'll put it with my mom's, and inspired after my Sunshine Secret, and inspired after your daughter too.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
And also, okay, wait, before we go, how do
Yes.
people find you? I know you're kind of exclusive.
I'm pretty exclusive.
So-
I'm on Bloomfield.
Okay.
On Instagram, I'm sorry. Bloomfield on Instagram. No dashes, no spaces, just Bloomfield.
Okay, so is that the best way for people to?
Yes, and then they can message me there, even
Okay.
if they don't follow me.
Okay.
You'll be able to message me. And website's coming soon. We do have a website. It's kind of outdated. It's bloomfieldjewelers.com.
Okay, and then I will also on my website put all your information on as well.
Yes.
So people can connect with me. We'll get the jewelry up. They can buy it from us.
Exactly.
And I'll let them know about the process as soon as we get it going.
Sounds good.
Yay! Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Today's episode was brought to you by Belle Boutique in Orange County.